So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching and performing you a very, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you a very cool card trick. It's a sort of transportation sort of effect. You'll see what I mean by that when you see the performance. So all that said, let's just jump straight into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by shuffling the cards here. We're going to make sure they get a very good mix up indeed, so give them a very nice shuffle. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a card selected. I've just noticed there's a card over there. That should not be there at all. In fact, I'm not going to touch it because I'm kind of scared as to how that got there. I haven't even noticed that until then. Okay, we'll just carry on. What I'm going to get you to do is we're just going to get you to select a card, and then we're going to get you to sign that card. So we've got the Queen of Hearts. So I've left my pen over here, so I'm just going to quickly reach over. So we're going to get you to quickly just sign this card. Let's just give the Queen a bit of a weird mustache. I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, fuck it, that'll do. So we've signed the card, the Queen of Hearts here, and all we're going to do is we're going to take that card and we're going to lose it somewhere in the middle of the pack here. So we're just going to take it, I'm going to shove it somewhere in the middle of the pack. We're going to square everything up, and we'll even give the cards a bit of just for safe measure. Okay. Okay, so all I'm going to do is we're going to use some helper cards to try and determine what your selection is. And those helper cards are the jokers. So we're going to try and just locate the jokers somewhere in the middle of the pack. So we get the card cut. And I think the first joker is around about there. So there we go. We have the first joker here. So we'll take that and we'll leave that off to the side for now. And the second joker, I think it's got to be somewhere around about here. Perfect. So there's the second joker. Now we're going to use these two jokers to help me determine what your selection is. Okay. So I'll move the deck off to the side for now. So the way this works is these jokers are able to communicate with me via whispering. They whisper into my ear clues sometimes. You may think I'm crazy, but it works. So watch this. So I'll put the joker to my ear and it's gonna it's telling me absolutely nothing. How about we'll try the other joker, for example. It's telling me that your card is a red card. That's unusual. I didn't expect that. I thought your card was going to be black card for some reason. So we'll take a listen to the first joker because he didn't really have anything to say earlier. This joke is telling me, it's telling me something now. It's telling me that your card is a picture card. So we know it's a red card and we know it's a picture card. That helps us tremendously. So that means it can only be about 6 cards or so. We'll do exactly the same thing and we'll take a look at what the next joker has to say. The second joker has to say again. Maybe it's got something else to say. This one says, this one tells me that actually your card is the Queen of Hearts. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I had no idea your card would be the Queen of Hearts. There would be no way of me knowing that. But the jokers have just confirmed that to me and they have no reason to lie to me. Let's take a look. The jokers are actually trying to tell me something else, I feel. They're telling me that we should take a look at the card over here, but I really don't want to because I'm kind of scared. I don't want to do that. But we will. But for safety, I'm not going to touch it because I just don't trust this card at all. But they're saying that this card has some importance, so we'll take a look. The two jokers seem very adamant that this card is very important, so we'll just, there we go. Oh, it's been your signed selection this entire time. There's no way anyone could have predicted that. That's pretty terrifying, and actually, if we take a look at the deck, there is no, obviously there are not going to be any duplicates because we signed the card. That's how cool this trick is. So if you enjoyed that performance and you want to learn how it's done, please make sure to stick around. If not, then please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. With all that said, let's just jump straight into the tutorial. So, I'm assuming that if you're sticking around you want to know how this trick is done, and yeah, rightfully so, it's a really cool trick. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the premise, to be honest, and it's pretty simple to do. There's a few moves that I'll teach you, but they're pretty basic. So we're going to need 2 identical jokers for this trick, which I found really difficult to do for some reason. I found it really difficult to find 2 identical jokers because I've thrown a lot of cards away just because I had a big sort out, and I did have a collection of jokers just saved over for years, but I think I chucked them away. So this took ages to find, and it really shouldn't have. So 2 identical jokers, and you're going to need one on top of the deck. That's where the one of them's going to start, and the other one, you might have guessed, is going to be the card on the table. So this is going to be the card that shouldn't be there for all intents and purposes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get, did I say intensive purposes? I might start saying that, to be honest. We're going to get the card selected to begin with. Obviously the deck can be shuffled. All you need to do is maintain that joker on top of the deck, just like so. So we've still got that joker. So all we're going to do is we're going to get a card selected and signed, in this case the Ace of Clubs, but we're not going to do that. We're going to, where did I put the Queen of Hearts? Did I chuck it? Oh, there it is. We're going to reuse the Queen of Hearts because I don't want to ruin another card. So we're going to have the card signed, and all we're going to do is we're going to do a very simple move in which we pretend to place it into the middle of the pack. But all we're going to do is we're going to get a pinky break here of the top card, which is obviously our joker here. We're going to get a pinky break, and we're going to use the pad of our thumb here to make that break slightly larger. And all we're going to do is we're going to take the spectator's card and we're going to like pretty much bang it against the back of the deck, so to like displace a few cards, so it genuinely looks like we're shoving it somewhere into the middle of the deck. So once we've shoved a few cards out the front of the deck, we're just going to slide that card into the gap. I know this isn't the best angle. I need to sort out a better way of filming videos. I am aware of this, but this is the best I've got for now. So all we're going to do is we're going to slide that card, once we've pushed a few cards out the front, is we're going to slide that card into the gap that is created by our pinky break here. So we're sliding that card in, and to make it even more elusive, we're going to basically bend the card upwards so it looks like it's being pushed in, and we're creating that shadow on the back of the card, and it creates a little more illusion that there's more depth there, and then we can square everything together just like so. And we don't need to keep any pinky breaks because we're going to do something slightly different instead of doing a double lift here, because obviously we don't want to reveal the spectator's card. So all we're going to do once we've done that is just a regular false cut. I just do one of these. We've covered that on the channel in the past. So just do any false cut you like, and you're going to explain to the spectator you're going to use 2 helper cards to try and determine the selection. Now obviously, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I've missed out one of the major plot points of the trick in this tutorial, and I forgot to mention that you do need to bring this card up at some point before you start the actual effect. So just like before you, like as you pick up the deck, just bring attention to it and say, oh, that card shouldn't be there. So we're just going to ignore it. Say something like that and then just move on with the trick. Make it real casual, okay? So once you've done that and you've set up the premise of the trick, which you should do at the start, all you're going to do is you're going to do a false cut and say you need 2 helpers, and the 2 helpers are the jokers. So you flip over the top joker, and as you do that, well, before you do that, you are going to get a break actually. I lied. You are going to need a break. But instead of flipping over the 2 cards, you're just going to flip over the 1 card on top of the break, the joker. And then once you've done that, there's going to be a slight discrepancy here, but I really enjoy doing it because it's pretty cool. You're going to do a double lift, but you're going to turn over the rest of the deck instead on top of the joker. So you're going to hold these two cards as one as you flip the rest of the deck on top, and then you're going to use your fingers to literally just drop the top card face down, which is where the discrepancy comes in, because obviously, let's just reset this. If you are turning the joker face down on top of the deck and then flipping your hand, it should be face up, but no one's really going to notice that. So you just say, we'll take that joker. Now we've still got the joker on top of the packet here, and we have the queen on the table. Okay, so I'll quickly run through that again. So we have the joker flipped face up on top of our break. We take it as one, we flip the entire deck, and then we use our thumb here to push off the singular card, which is our Queen of Hearts, or the spectator's selection. Okay, and now all we're going to do is we're going to just shuffle that joker to the bottom of the deck. We're going to shuffle the deck and say, and the next joker should be somewhere around. And we're going to do a very cool cut here. It's very simple to do once you get the hang of it. All you're going to do is basically swing cut a top portion of the deck and use the bottom portion of the deck to just flip that. So you're going to basically just flip this, and as you flip it, you're going to be using your right hand to flip and catch, pretty much flip and catch the right packet in your left hand. So let's just quickly, it's kind of hard to do in slow motion, but it would look like that pretty much. So it's a false cut. So you're just flipping over the top half as you flip over the bottom half on top of it. So yeah, I guess in slow motion it would look something like that. But in full speed it looks something like this. Okay, and you say there's the second joker, and you're just going to place this on the bottom of the pile here. So now you've got two cards which the spectator believes are two jokers. You can then move the deck away from everything, which is pretty cool. So you pick up these two cards, and all you're going to do to get the glimpse of the card is pretty much, you're going to say, well, these two jokers are going to tell me some information about your card. So you're going to do a frustration move here. So as you say, these two jokers are going to tell me something about your card. As you show the one joker, you peel off the top card, show the same joker and place it back on top. And now at this point, you can bring this up to your ear, and as long as no one's around you, you can just bring the cards up to your ear, and you're going to get a great glimpse at the spectator's card. And now you can reveal any information about the spectator's card in any way you want. So you can say the spectator's card is, they're telling me the card is red, or you can say they're telling me the card is a picture card. But either way, you're going to keep doing that until you reveal the spectator's card is the Queen of Hearts. So once you've seen it once, you just bring it back down, you peel off the card, and then just drop it back on top. And now you can bring this up to your ear, nice and you can openly do this as well, which makes it very cool. And you bring it back up to your ear, reveal another bit of information. And now once you've done this, you can do that as many times as you want, revealing bits of information until the card is fully revealed. But what you want to make sure is you want the spectator's card to end up on the top, okay? So the Queen of Hearts is going to be on top here. And the last bit of information you need to reveal is that the two jokers want you to look at this card. So you bring the cards up to your ear, and you say the two jokers want us to see what that card is, okay? But and now the explanation I give as to why we do this little switch, because this is a switch obviously, the reasoning I give is because I don't want to touch the card, as it might be dangerous, you know. It's bullshit, but it's funny as well. And as long as you do the switch relatively cleanly, no one's going to make any fuss of it anyway. So all you're going to do the switch is, obviously we've got a joker on the bottom, a joker in the middle that's out-jogged, and then the spectator's card on top. So all we're going to do is we're going to flip over the bottom card with our left hand, and we're going to quickly basically switch positions of the top two cards with our right fingers and thumb. And we're going to use our thumb here to push that card and then just flip the joker on top. Okay, so in third speed it would look like this. So we're going to take a look at the middle card here, And that's literally it. It's pretty simple once you got the hang of it. So yeah, quick rundown. We're going to flip this card in our left hand as we switch places of the two cards in our right. We grab the top card with our thumb here as we flip over the Joker, and then we can safely reveal the Queen of Hearts in the middle. So yeah, that is pretty much how you perform that crazy card trick. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed. I'm getting tired. I don't know if you can tell. I've been recording for quite a while. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know if I've already said that. I hope I haven't. I might have already done. Oh well. With all that said, I'm going to leave now because I'm talking too much. Goodbye.